Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Hello, this is Yovash, your host on Az-Zamman Airlines, signing in to teach you another Persian lesson if you like. Today you're learning that letter F. This is the first letter in Persian that is not very designated with a single letter in English. That means you actually may not have this letter in English. F. F is equivalent to TH. For example, in the word father, or we talked about thank you. This th that you use is actually used as fi. And it's different because in Persian you don't really use it as maybe a keyword, and it is not like in English that depends with words. It is just fi, and you put your tongue between your teeth to say this word, fi. Now, I'm going to show you how Sphere works and give you a little bit background about it. Sphere, just like B, T, and T, have the same shapes and same kind of forms as you use it in a sentence and writing. The only difference with Sphere is actually the opposite of T. If you remember from that lesson, T had 3 dots in the bottom. And you use it as the first 2 dots coming first, and then the last dot will come in the bottom in kind of this shape. So if I have for the pair, it was like 1, 2, and then 3. Pretty much for pair, you will reverse that order. The first 2 come first, but they're going to be the bottom dots, and then 1 goes on top. And the thing is, these 3 dots, instead of coming in the bottom of the letter, they go on top. So you will do the same thing. You do the first step coming from top to bottom, right to left for the original shape, and then going from bottom to top. Then you use the 3 dots. You do 1 dot, 2, and then 3. So just again, like say you need to use 3 dots, but that's really what is different. And it's also the sound. T is the letter P, where you gain TH from this letter. So you gain T and then T, and using the tongue in between the teeth. That's where it's different. The beginning shape is a similar thing. You have a top to bottom, right to left again, and then you always have to remember to put the dots in, or else it's not going to be the same letter. You may get a different letter or something else that you do. Same thing with the middle shape. You do right to left, bottom to top, top to bottom, and then you go right to left. And then you do the 3 dots as usual. 1, 2, and 3. Similarly, you do the same thing with the last ending shift. So right to left, bottom to top, top to bottom, and then you do right to left, and then bottom to top. And you also have to worry about that you should not forget about our dots, which makes this and K actually 8 steps to write it. This is actually the most stuff that you have to do. Actually, probably share is the other one, but I'll see. Alright, this is how the F is written, and this is how it's pronounced. Now let's look at some examples that we have on F. Athos, athos, athos is going to be the word athos is used for furniture. You also have the word more fat, more fat, and it's referred to the word positive. You use this to say, okay, I have a positive number. You will say more fat. The only way that positive would not mean more fat, that would be when I say, okay, are you sure about this? And you say I'm positive. That's when most fat you don't use that in Persian to translate that word. When someone says, "Are you sure?" and your response is, "I'm positive." Use another word that you get into for positive when it goes to dialogue. When mufrad is usually positive numbers, sometimes we can talk about positive thinking. It will be mufrad, though there's sometimes different words that you use, but mufrad is only used for positive thinking and positive numbers. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next video. This is Yavash, your host, signing off, and I wish you have a great day.